tree branches sagged under the weight of it, and all sound was muffled as if everything had been covered in a layer of felt. The sun was weak, fighting through the sickly yellow sky. I was sure there would be more snow soon, and I worried about getting home later. It had been a precarious drive up here. Police officers greeted me on my way through the gates and directed me to a part of the car park that had been cleared of snow. It seemed no cars were being allowed in that morning, other than those who were there on official business. Once I had found a spot, I pulled on my walking boots and trudged through the courtyard into the main part of the park, where a PC directed me towards the hall, from where the search was being coordinated. "Stay close to the tape, please," the PC said, indicating a line of blue and white police tape that had been strung up along the path. I didn't know if it was there to keep footprints to a confined area, or simply to stop anyone getting lost in the woods. With everything covered by a blanket of white, it would be easy for me to lose my bearings. As I approached the huddle of people ahead of me, one familiar figure stepped away from the group and walked towards me. There was no mistaking the broad shoulders and dark skin of Rav Singh, and I felt a little flutter of happiness that he was here too. "Paige," Singh said, the smile on his face brief in deference to the seriousness of the situation. But there was warmth in his deep brown eyes, and I couldn't help but smile in return. "DC Singh," I replied, pulling off one of my gloves to shake the hand that was offered. I hadn't seen him since February, when I had interpreted for the police who were investigating the murder of my sister's goddaughter, Lexi. It had been a harrowing case that left the deaf community reeling, and my life had been in danger more than once. That experience had made me reluctant to work with the police ever again, especially after my sister had suffered a life-threatening brain injury when the murderer attacked her. But I told myself that this time would be different. "It's DS now," he said, turning and leading me back towards the group. "I took my exam months ago, but a position only just became available. So this is my first case since my promotion." "Congratulations," I told him, feeling genuinely pleased for him. In my experience, he was an excellent detective, compassionate and dedicated. "You remember D.I. Forrest," he said, nodding at the tall woman in front of us, her dark hair pulled into a severe knot at the nape of her neck, which was covered by a dark blue ski tube. I wondered if he was teasing me. D.I. Forrest and I had locked horns several times when I'd first been asked to interpret for the police. She nodded at me, and I returned the gesture. "I'm really pleased you're here," Singh said with a smile, then blushed. "I mean because we need you, to interpret. We've been working with the member of staff until now," he continued, his words coming out in a rush, "but he's not a qualified interpreter." "What happened?" I asked. Any information they could give me would help me when I was interpreting, so I understood the context of the situation and who I would be interpreting for. "There's a group here from Lincoln School for the Deaf," Singh replied. 5 students and 3 staff members. They're staying in one of the cabins in the woods for the weekend. When they got up at 7:30 this morning, one of the students was missing. The head teacher went out to look for him around 8, but hasn't come back. There's been no sign of either of them since. I checked my watch. 10:45. It seemed strange for the head teacher to be gone for so long without contact. 2 people missing. I was only told about the boy, I said. "Technically, we can't treat the teacher as a missing person yet," Forrest replied, "because he's only been gone for a few hours, so right now we're focusing on finding the boy." The staff discovered he was missing when they woke up this morning, but nobody has seen him since 10:30 last night. I nodded, understanding the seriousness of the situation. A missing deaf teenager would be considered to be at risk, whether he'd disappeared of his own accord or someone had taken him. The communication barrier might make it harder for him to get help in an emergency, and he could be confused and isolated. "His name is Leon, and he's 15, Singh told me. According to the staff,